What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The first thing I want to say in this video is that if you go to my channel and look at the community tab, I put polls up there all the time. And I put up a poll last night, which review you guys wanted to see, and this one between the Hyroad and the Wolverine Dark Moss was the winner. So definitely check out that community tab. So guys, welcome to the channel. Like I said, today we're going to be comparing the all-new Wolverine Dark Moss to the almost 15-year-old Hyroad, the original Hyroad. You can see the yellow writing. Every time I throw this ball, you guys think it's the Pro. You see the yellow writing? This is the original Hyroad. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like this jersey, guys, as always, coolweek.com, use my promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, there's gonna be a link where you can order a Dark Moss or a Hyroad or anything bowling related. That is the absolute best way to help support the channel. So let's start in the Hyroad because it is the significantly older one of the two. The Hyroad features the inverted FE squared technology core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.57 and a max differential of 0.046. And then wrapped around that core is the R2S hybrid cover stock that comes out of box at a 4K fast finish. And the layout on both of these is the same, being 30 by 4 by 30. Then when we turn it around to the Wolverine Dark Moss, we're gonna see a couple of similarities and a couple of differences. Both of these are higher RG, medium to high differential bowling balls. So the core in the Wolverine Dark Moss is the Lacerate 2.0 core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.54, which is a little bit lower than the one on the Hyroad, but a max differential of 0.053, which is gonna be a little bit higher than the Hyroad. And then wrapped around that Lacerate 2.0 core is the S70 Pearl reactive cover stock that comes out of box at a 4K fast finish as well. And like I said, the layouts are exactly the same. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys have a Hyroad or a Wolverine Dark Moss, what you're thinking the differences are gonna be between the two. So we're gonna start the video here on lane 2 on a fresh, typical house shot. And then after the first set of shots, we're gonna move over to lane 1, which is nice and transitioned, which would be the situations in which I'd go to each of these bowling balls. So I'll see you guys on the lanes. All right, we're gonna start in the original Hyroad because it's the older one of the two. And then keep in mind that neither one of these balls are really ones that I throw on the fresh, like at all. Even though that looked pretty good. It was actually surprising how not terrible this looked on the fresh. Typically they're like just way too quick down lane. But that's not bad. All right, last shot here with the Hyroad, and then we'll go to the Dark Moss from the same spot to see what the differences are. Oh, fell off there. All right, so now we're gonna go to the Dark Moss from the same spot, and I suspect that I'll have to move a little bit further left with this one. That's weird. All right, so I'm gonna go right back to that same spot. I gotta be honest with you guys, I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to hook way more than I did. Huh. Well, I mean, that was rather interesting, that last shot. I'm confused already. All right, back in the Hyroad, I'm gonna move like 3 left just to see. I just wanna maximize my shots here on the fresh. This is why we do our tests on paper. I mean, not on paper. That's why we do them on the lanes and not on paper. And then guys, both of these bowling balls, the Hyroad and the Dark Moss, will both be compared to the Night Road once I can start posting those videos. Oh, bad shot. Push. All right, back in the Emerald, and we're gonna go right to that same spot that we were at with the Hyroad to see. Oh, that's a dirty 10 pin. All right, that 10 pin was pretty dirty. I'm gonna move 1 left off that 10 pin, that super wrap 10, and see if this can be a little bit better here. There we go. All All right, last shot here on the fresh, and then we'll take it to that transition lane here, lane 1. Oh, fell off there. Yeah, no chance on that shot. All right, so that was the first 6 shots each with the Hyroad and the Wolverine Dark Moss. I went 6 for 6 with the Hyroad, and with the Wolverine Dark Moss, I went 3 for 6. The other 3 misses were all 10 pins. I honestly do not know why that was, because on paper, I had the Dark Moss a little bit stronger, but the Dark Moss just didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. The Hyroad wanted to get into a roll, seemed a little bit earlier, but man, it popped down lane. So now we're gonna go to lane 1, which is the nice and transitioned lane. And this would be some of the more situations when I would go to something like a Hyroad, like a Wolverine Dark Moss. Even though the Hyroad did look pretty fantastic on the fresh, I have tried to throw it in on the fresh in league before, and it gets to be a little bit too quick down lane. And quick down lane is what I need on the burn lane. So let's see what it's like here on lane 1. All right, back in the Hyroad now, here on lane 1, and I'm just gonna take a guess as to where I need to stand. If I have to move here, I will. Missed in. Oh, and it almost got it. All right, let's go to that same spot, but make sure we get the ball going right. And it should be the right spot here. Pretty good shot. Let's get more right. So I think I can open up my angles even more. So we're gonna try that here and see how this looks. Yeah, it was, no, let's not do that again. Yeah, when I got the Hyroad right like that, it wants to boom too much. Let's go to the Dark Moss and go to that same last spot and see how this looks here. The Dark Moss just seems to be so much rollier and tumblier when compared to the Hyroad. Stuck a little bit, and the ball just absolutely pushed. So I wasn't sticking on lane 2 at all. I seem to be sticking an awful lot here on lane 1. So let's make sure we get this one going right here. Didn't stick at all there, good shot. All right, back in the Hyroad. And again, I don't want to leak it too far to the right because it comes off as so much harder. Good shot there. Stuck, but good shot. Yeah, you guys are also seeing why the Hyroad's been around for so long. It's still just so good. All right, back in the Dark Moss. That's a terrible shot. Yeah, guys, bowling can be a cruel sport. Throw it that bad and strike, and then throw it amazing and not. So let's just throw it amazing here and see what happens. That's pretty good. Split the 8-9. That's all 10. All right, last shot from here, then we'll take it back to the desk, talk about it a little bit, and we'll get back into both of these balls and move left and see. Oh, stuck again. Push. Bowling's cruel, man. All right, well, somehow that was only 11 shots. I don't know where I messed up that order, but anyway. Now that I'm on the burn lane, I can really see why the Wolverine Dark Moss is a very good option in these kind of situations. But the biggest thing that I'm seeing, the difference between the Dark Moss and the Hyroad, is that if I'm bowling on a fresh, typical house shot, or not even fresh, just if I'm bowling on a house shot, I don't think I need something as strong as the Dark Moss for those kind of situations. I think that something like the Hyroad or the Hyroad Pearl that are like a little bit less differential, I think weaker covers, I think balls like that might be better options. Again, for me on a house shot, if I was bowling on a sports shot with a little bit more volume, I think the Dark Moss might look a little bit better, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Hyroad in this comparison. Now, when I get the Night Road, I don't know what the differences are going to be, because I know the Night Road has a stronger cover than both the High Road Pearl, and the Wolverine Dark Moss. So I'm not sure where it fits in just yet, and I won't speculate on it until I throw them side by side. So now we're going to get back on the lanes and continue to go Dark Moss, High Road, Dark Moss, High Road from a little bit further left and see how it looks. I'll see you guys back on the lanes. All right, now we're going to go back to the Wolverine Dark Moss, and we're going to move further left and see how it looks. Hopefully I don't stick anymore, because this is the lane where I was sticking a lot. I never stuck at all in lane 2. Yeah, it's coming a little light, you know. All right, I'm gonna stay in this spot with the Dark Moss, even though that last one went super light, because I want to see how the High Road looks like when from that same spot. Bang, bang. And then one more from here with the Dark Moss. Got that one further right than I wanted to, and it hooked. So there's a ton of friction there. All right, and then like I said, same spot here, but with the High Road. I threw that so bad. All right, let's not throw this one like absolute crud. Let's actually throw this one half decent here. Ah, that was half decent. I should have said better. Let's throw it good. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired, guys. We're gonna hit Chipotle after this. Chipotle sponsor me. I'm gonna keep saying it until they do. That's a way better shot. All right, now back in the Dark Moss. Gonna move a little bit further left still. And I think that this is where the Dark Moss starts to really separate itself from the High Road. When I gotta do like those bigger angles. Yeah, because that last shot here with the Wolverine looked really good. So let's keep building on that. All right, last shot here with the Dark Moss, and then we'll finish the video off in the High Road. Not my best shot, but I'll take it. All right, now we're in the High Road, and this is gonna be that same spot I just left off at with the Dark Moss. Get there. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely where the Wolverine and the Dark Moss separate for each other. So I'm gonna move like 3 right off that shot and see if I can get that to actually strike from a little bit further left here. Oh, with insurance. All right, and then last shot of the video here in the High Road from that same spot I was just at right there. Let's throw one more, because I don't like ending on a bad shot. Yeah, I don't want to leave on a bad shot. I want to leave on a good, well-posted shot, and that's what we're going to do right here. That's a good shot. I'm happy with that. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Per request in the community tab, like I said, you guys should definitely check out that community tab. I post polls on there from time to time, and then going forward, I think I want to start doing more. And basically, last night, at the time I'm recording this video, I posted a poll on there, like five different options of what balls what comparison you wanted to see. And there was like 500 and some votes, and this one won by a pretty big margin. And I hope you guys enjoy this comparison between the High Road and the Wolverine Dark Moss. I think the biggest differences was, until I got far enough left, the High Road just looked better. And there's really no way to argue that, really no way to say anything other than that. Now, when the High Road starts to get a little bit too weak to cover so many boards to create that much angle, then I can get into something like the Wolverine Dark Moss, where it's still gonna shape a little bit, but because it has the higher differential, because it has, I think, the stronger cover of the two, it allows me to create those larger angles that something as weak as a High Road just cannot allow me to do. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video and on this journey here on YouTube. Click right here to watch another one of my videos. Click right here to subscribe. If this tape hits the camera, you have to subscribe. Oh, that was so close! subscribe anyway.